Today's show is pre-recorded.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like a dapper dog, giving them microphone, dressed like $1,000,000, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Oh, yeah. Everybody out there listening to me, put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Why don't you join me? Yeah. Ooh, Steve Harvey. Get them on, y'all. Better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Yeah, you join in with me. If you're with me, help me say, turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them out. Harvey turn them on to the morning, y'all. Yeah. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You are listening to The Voice. Come on now. Dig me. One and only Steve Harvey. Got a radio show. Thank God for it all the time, too. Well, here we go. Today, I want to share something with you that'll help you because it's helped me. You know, I was telling the story once that in this magazine called Rob Report, that there was a statue I used to see for years. I started buying Rob Report magazines years ago. So I just wanted to see what affluent people did, just wanted to see what people with means did, what type of investments they did, what they bought, where they traveled to. The Rob Report is just like a big boy toy magazine. You can see what cars is out. I didn't have money for none of it. I was dreaming though, I just wanted to see. And there was a statue inside this magazine of this man who was coming out of this bronze rock, and he was completely bronze, and he was muscular, and he didn't look nothing like me, but he was a man coming up out of a rock, and he had a huge hammer and a chisel in his hand. And as his body from the waist up was coming out of this huge piece of stone, you could see where it was him who had been chiseling and forming himself. So the name of the statue was Self-Made Man. And for years, man, I said, man, I'm going to get a big house one day and I'm going to put that statue in the backyard in the corner. That's going to be my little spot where I go chill because I'm a self-made man. Well, after years of working at becoming somebody and having reached a degree of success, I would have nothing to do with that statue. There's nothing about that statue that appeals to me anymore, because on my journey and in my quest to become what I thought would be this self-made man, where I could put this statue and had this statue in the corner be kind of cold, symbolizing that I had made it, I realized on my journey there's no such thing as a self-made man, that we all need help, and that God places people in our paths along the way that benefit us oftentimes. And it's the most unlikely person oftentimes. And it's the most unlikely way that he presents these people in front of you. It's crazy how he does it, man. And so this is a statue now that I look at and I go, I see what the creator was saying, and that's cool, but not for me. because I needed help. And I've learned a lot of things like this along the way. And the part I wanted to share with you all about this is you've got to develop a sense of purpose. You have to develop a sense of purpose. That's different. See, your purpose is created for you by God, because when he created you as an individual, from whatever two parents you may have, that's not important here. When he created you, he had something in mind for you. And it was a purpose. God has not created a single soul to become a criminal. God has never created a single soul to be a drug dealer. This came about through some decisions we made as sinners, and we stayed in that place. But see, when he created us, he has a wonderful idea for us. But God gives us human beings this thing called choice, and we have the power to decide. So you can decide if you're going to adhere to the purpose that God created you and made you for, or you can go ahead and make some choices on your own. So like if God wanted to give you a life and come to you and give you life more abundantly, and that's his promise, if you come to him, if you choose him, then cool. But if you say, well, this ain't moving along fast enough, I'm going to get my own life of abundance, I'm going to start slanging, well, guess what now? Ta-da, you've made a decision. And see, God's decisions and choices, the one thing I learned about him, God's decisions, choices, his voice, it has no sin in it. Ain't it amazing how many people that came up to you and said, the Lord wanted me to do this to you, and I'm doing it, and God is punishing you, and I'm doing this to you because God gonna see that you get your day. Who is this person? Who is this person that God all of a sudden gave this authority and power to? God didn't give that to nobody, man. Nobody. This person don't have the right to hold you to your past, the right to make you pay. So who makes them pay when they make mistakes? Because they all make them. So when I say you have to have you have to develop a strong sense of purpose, that means you have to strongly get in touch with your creator to find out what the purpose you were created for. See, it's two things that I had to learn along the way. My career was what I was paid for. My calling is what I was made for. See, it's two different things, folks. It took me a long time to learn it. Some people think that they calling is to be a performer. Well, that's what you're paid for. And a big part of your life is your performance that's tied directly to your gift. But what you're made for, though, what you're made for is to bring about some significant change in another human being's lives, because we are all linked together in this chain. That's what you are here for. Everybody has a purpose to do something wonderful, meaningful, or impactful for another person. You think the guy that invented the airplane was merely inventing the airplane so he could fly? No, his purpose was to become an inventor, to come up with this invention so he could fly, and we all fly. See, sometimes God will make you successful so you can become successful, so you can turn around and teach other people how to become successful. God saved people so you can turn around and tell other people how wonderful it is to be saved. You see how this thing works? That's what we have to do as people. And it's nothing that we have to go and discover. We have to go and develop it. But if you haven't discovered your purpose, it's simply because, here's it, if you haven't discovered your purpose, it's simply because you have not contacted the creator and maker of your soul to ask and find out why you were created. It's as simple as that. If you buy a Toyota, there's an owner's manual on the inside that will tell you everything you know, how to best operate your Toyota, how to make it work, what to do. They got a troubleshooting section. Your faith is the same thing as an owner's manual in your car. Open up that book, man. Find out how to jumpstart your life, how to troubleshoot it, and get on with your life, and find out your purpose and develop a strong sense of purpose. All right? Okay.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is upon us. The Steve Harvey Morning Show is in full effect. We are rolling this morning as usual and for the remainder of the year. I feel like I owe it to this man for all that he has done for the music industry. Roscoe Wallace, one of the greatest lounge singers of all time, is enthralled, caught up, spawning out of control with this $3 trillion lawsuit of the entire music industry. Today we'll find another hit that's involved in the lawsuit that's further proof that he is the greatest songwriter, curator of music of all time. Ladies and gentlemen, my dog, the legend, Roscoe Wallace. Boy, your intro, you know something, Steve? You the greatest bring out I ever seen.
Bring her out. Bring her out.
Bring them out, bring them out. Boy, let me tell you something, boy. You did that whole other thing you did. You know, you did the introduction of Christ that time. That's the only thing I ain't suing somebody for. Because I was with you when you wrote that.
You ain't suing him for that one.
That boy sure know how to introduce. What up, Tommy?
What's going on, Roscoe?
Hey, now, baby Junior.
My Roscoe, my hero, you know it.
Hey, what's up, Shirley Strawberry, baby girl?
Hello, Roscoe. How are you?
Carla, I know how you feel about it. What's going on, Carla, for real?
What's going on, Roscoe? What's happening?
Ain't nothing, Mississippi. You know, I'm just here to inform you of all that I'm doing right now in the music. I'm going to make this one short and sweet.
Okay.
I'm also bringing in one of the great groups into this lawsuit. I'm suing all 9 of the Commodores. All 9 of the Commodores.
Why?
Lionel, that big-ass boy with them big glasses on, I don't even know his name.
Oh.
All of them, all 9 of them, the ones that didn't matter, you know, tried to lead Lionel and it came up with nitrate, all them. 1, 2. Oh, she's a brick house. Hey, she's mighty, mighty, just letting it all hang out. Oh, she's a brick. You know what she is. Come on now. House made out of concrete. She's the one, only one. Built from a whole lot of fun. She knows she's got everything.
Come on, Roscoe.
That a woman needs to do what with it, Roscoe? Please, man. How can she lose with the stuff she used? This ain't got nothing to do with you, Monica. 36, 24, 36. What a winning hand. Brick house.
Yeah. Go ahead, Roscoe.
Boy, that's one of my great hits right there.
Killed that, Roscoe.
Oh,
Roscoe,
man,
do
oh,
you
man,
think-
oh, man.
Do you think you're going to have to take the witness stand, Roscoe?
Yeah, hell yeah, I'm going to take the stand. Yeah. I'm going to do just like that little white boy Kyle Rittenhouser did. I'm going to go up there and start crying because obviously that seems to work now in this crazy-ass judicial system. That's what I'm going to do.
Come on.
He got away. I know good and hell well I'm going to get something. $3 trillion, give me $1 trillion. I go home, sit down.
Come on, Roscoe.
All right. Thank you, Roscoe. Coming up at 32 minutes after the hour, run that prank back with the nephew right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, it is time for Run That Prank Back with the nephew. What do you have for us today, nephew?
Girl, I'm about to cry like I never cried before.
Aw.
But it's all for the prank. It's all for the prank. Your son and my daughter. Let's go, cat dog. Watch me cry.
Hello?
Hello, I'm trying to reach Darren's father. Is this Darren's father?
Yes, it's Darren Singer.
Listen, I'm calling you. LaShonda is my daughter. She goes to college up there with your son.
Uh-huh.
And I'm getting the word I got a few minutes ago was that the two of them then run off and then got married together. I don't know what make them run off and get married like that.
Wait. Where'd you hear this from?
I just got a phone call from one of the kids at the school saying that this the girl that grew up with and went to
wait. My son ain't. I talked to him about 3 days ago, and he ain't done nothing like that. I know. So
They say they did it yesterday. I've been calling LaShonda and calling. Ain't nobody picking up, and I call the boy. They give me the boy phone number, and I call him, and ain't nobody picking up and answering nothing. It ain't like my baby girl do like nothing like this here.
Well, it's not like my son to do nothing like that without talking to me first. So let me call down there and talk to Darren, and give me your number, and I'll call you back.
I'm going down there to that school myself. I'm going to find both of them. Now, I'm going to call you to let you know this. Now, if I find out that my baby girl then ran off and got married because she done got pregnant, I promise you I'm going to do something to that boy of yours if he got my baby pregnant. You hear me?
Wait a minute now. You're not going to do nothing to my son. Now, I understand about your daughter, but that's my son now. You're not going down and put your hands on my son.
If he got my baby, that's my only baby I got. That's it.
Well, I understand that's your only baby, but that's my only son. And you talking about going to put your hands on him, you're going to have a problem.
If he got my baby pregnant, your son, Darren, I'm going to beat his I mean that. I mean it.
What's your name again? What's your name?
Dylan, my name. You hear me? It's my baby.
What's your name? What's your name?
Dylan. D-I-L-L-A-R-D.
I know how to spell your damn name. Look here, Mr. Dillard. You're not going to put your hands on my son.
Now, if my baby pregnant, I am. And that's the only reason I can see her doing something like that, because I told her years and years and years, you don't make no baby. You don't make no baby and not be married. You don't do it. If she went off and got married, that means she tried to make it right. That's what she did.
Mr. Dillard, listen to me now. I understand that's your daughter. I'm sorry if she's pregnant or whatever, but let me talk to my son before you go down there and try to do something crazy. Okay?
Let me tell you something. Your son done coerced my baby girl into getting married, and he got her pregnant. I know what's going on. I know what it is.
My son ain't done nothing to your daughter. Let me call down there and talk to him before you talk about going down there and putting your hands on somebody.
I told my baby, leave them little old thugs alone. He ain't nothing but a thug.
Whoa. Don't be accusing my son of being no damn thug now.
Well, what kind of man run off and get married at the age of 20 and ain't talk to the parents or nobody? What make him do something like that?
Well, you talking about, I told you my son ain't done nothing to get
how did you raising him? How did you raise him? Evidently you didn't raise him right.
Wait a minute now. What the hell are you talking to?
I'm talking to you. If my baby pregnant, I'm going to beat your boy. If you down there, you going to get your toe out too.
Hold on, mother. Hold. Who the you think you talking to?
I'm talking to you. If you ain't pregnant, I'm talking to you.
Hold, man. You ain't put your hands on nobody. You put your hands on my son, you don't have a clap. You understand me? That's my son. I understand about your daughter, but that's my son.
My baby better not be pregnant. My baby better not be.
Hey, man. Hey, that's my son you talking about putting your hands on. You gonna have a problem with me.
If my baby pregnant, I promise you, she ain't gonna never know her daddy, because I'm gonna do something to that boy. You hear me?
Man, that's the last time I want to hear you say you gonna do something to my son now. Now, you go sit on down, gather yourself, and relax for a minute. Let me call my son, and I'll get back to you. Because
I got something else I need to tell you.
Well, say it, man. What else you got?
I got something else. Before I go down to that school and get to whooping, I want you to know one thing before I get off this phone.
What is it, man?
Is you listening?
Yeah, I'm listening.
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Mr. Darren, you just got pranked by your son, Darren Jr.
Oh, my goodness. That boy got better sense than me. No, I got high blood pressure. What the hell? Wait, I call his mama and tell her what and done. Wasting my time fooling me.
I gotta ask you, man, what is the baddest? I'm talking about the baddest radio show in the land.
The Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Viola Davis would have been proud right there. She'd have been proud of me right there now.
Oh, with all that crying?
Yeah, now I ain't learned how to blow a bubble out my nose yet, but when I get there.
Man, are you putting yourself, excuse me one second, are you putting yourself in the category of Viola Davis now?
You heard it.
With your prank.
I damn sure am. Yeah.
Top of the
You didn't
food
understand
chain,
that?
huh?
What?
All right. Welcome to the Thomas Miles Praise and Worship Service.
I have to pat myself on the back because y'all don't. I have to. I have to
Can't
do
believe your
that.
arm can make it back there.
We always give you love.
I don't know how you gonna get your hand back there.
Why he
King
be
of
hating
praise and
so
all
much,
that.
Shirley? He just be hate.
I'll just be calling it out as I see it.
And it's hate. You call your hate
Now
out.
you Viola Davis now.
We
I
gotta
be
go.
damned.
Coming up next, Ask the CLO with our Chief Love Officer, Steve Harvey, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll have national news with Miss Ann Tripp. And in today's entertainment news, legendary, Carla, I know you know this, legendary music mogul L.A. Reid has suggested that Beyonce and Mariah compete in a Verzuz battle.
Child.
Interesting. Interesting.
Very
And
interesting.
right. And the 2021 Forbes list of most influential women is out. But right now, it is time for our Chief Love Officer to answer some love questions from you. This one's from Donnie in Lexington. Donnie says, my mother and I own a rental home in a not so good part of town, and she's letting one of her old male friends stay in the house and isn't charging him the full rent. I think he's a bootlegger because there's a stash of liquor in the basement, and I have watched people come and go from there. I told my mom it's time to sell the property, and she got upset. I suspect she might be part of his underground enterprise. How do I go against my mom?
You can't. You can't. It's probably your mama's house. I don't know how it worked, how y'all bought it. I don't really understand that, but your mama is involved in the bootleg operation. It's been going on in the hood for years, son. It has nothing to do with you. Go sit your ass down somewhere. And the reason she's getting this half rent is because she's getting half of the proceeds coming up out that basement. Now, unless you're going to start running moonshine, your ass ain't got nothing to do with this. Now, you take your little young ass to college and get you an education and stay out of grown folks' business. Next question, Shirley.
All right. Gina in Queens
Yeah,
says,
your mama's a bootlegger, yes.
That's all you need.
You might be running numbers too, so you might want to look into that.
Gina in Queens says, I'm a 37-year-old woman and I braid hair for a living. I have a 47-year-old boyfriend that works as a restaurant manager. He referred one of his waitresses to get her hair done, and she paid me in cash $210. When she was leaving, she said she was going to thank my man for getting her hair done. I called him and asked him if he paid for it, and he denied it. I don't know who to believe, and I want to beat them both. Why would she lie about it?
Well, what did she lie about? I don't think that she said she gonna go in for getting her hair done. Could she have been saying, I want to thank your man for sending me over here to get my hair done because you did such a wonderful job?
She paid in cash.
She paid in cash.
And she thinks her man supplied the money for it, paid for it.
Well, there are some stupid men in this world.
Yeah, he denied it. He said he did.
Well, maybe it's what you said, Steve. Yeah, maybe that's.
I mean, it could be. I just want to thank him for sending me over here, man. You did such a great job. I don't know if cash meant that he gave it to her. Right. He just recommended that she go. What she look like?
That's her last time doing her hair, though. You know that. That's her last time.
Oh, yeah, that ain't going to happen. Yeah. That's the last time doing the hair. You can believe that. But you got $210 cash, what you want. Now, you either in hair braiding business or you ain't.
She was throwing shade, though, the girl that got hair.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Why you sent her over there to your woman if you doing something is beyond stupidity to me.
All the places you could have sent her.
Wow.
A whole lot of people can braid hair.
Wonder she didn't pull it out when she said that. She could have pulled them braids right on back out of there.
No, she paid, was walking out the door.
What's she out to chill?
You think you going to take some braids out of a woman's hair after she just had them done, sat there for hours? I got a whole nother news for you. That's a whole nother strawberry letter then.
She snatched my braid.
Yeah. That's the subject, Junior.
All right, moving on. Mika in Fayetteville says, I'm a 50-year-old divorced woman and I'm still having sex with my ex-husband. He is remarried, but his wife doesn't enjoy sex as much as I do, so we have an arrangement. He said it's getting too expensive and he wants to pay me a flat rate monthly instead of each time he visits. I told him he could get it free if he left his wife and came back to me. He hasn't called me in a few days. Is he considering it or did I run him off for good?
No, you ran him off.
Yes.
You ran him off. He's your ex for a reason. He wants you for what he got you for, not for nothing else. You too much with the rest of it. You just too much. It's too much with you. But if I can just come over here, now he want a flat rate. So now you're not really having sex with your ex-husband. You are the owner and operator of a brothel. Is what you're doing. And now you want, you think he's reconsidering to move back into the brothel, but if he move back into the brothel, it don't just be brothel duties being performed. You talking and wearing him about other stuff. So, lady, and then you got to remember why you all became divorced and exes in the first place. And I'm pretty sure it would have something to do with that other wife he got.
Mm-hmm. How much is she charging him monthly, John? What is this cost?
I don't know, but he want a flat rate, though. Just a monthly rate, and he won't come over. He won't, like, put on salary. Yeah, I just put you on salary. Then when I come over, if I come over 4 or 5 times, that's same as 2. Yeah, he want a salaried employee. They don't do that at the brothels. They don't have packages at the brothel, I don't think. I'm pretty sure it's a pay as you go.
A la carte.
Yes, definitely.
A la carte.
All right, moving on to Danny in Baltimore. Danny says, I'm 28 years old and my boyfriend and I have been together for 6 years. I've been messing around on him and I think it's time for us to break up because he never talks about us having a future together. When I try to leave him, he cries and has an attitude for days. I hate to upset him, but I don't want a crybaby man that doesn't have a 5-year plan. Do I cut him off cold turkey or do I talk to him in person, let him cry, and then leave him?
Ma'am, why did you write us? Danny, why did you write us?
That's cold.
You don't want this man. He's a damn crybaby. You've been sleeping around on him for 6 years. You obviously want to sleep around more than you want him. You don't want him upset because you're a nice person, but you're a nice person with tricky ways. There are a lot of people like you, Danny. It's okay. Just go on about your business. You just look, we through. That's it. Let him cry. And go on and do what you've been doing. Next question, Shirley. We're not dealing with Danny no more.
That's it. That's all. That's all we have.
Shut your crying ass up.
What's he crying? He can cry now.
Don't leave me, Danny.
I don't want to sit here with all this crying. These other people I'm seeing don't do all that crying.
We were meant to be.
Did you hear what I said? These other people I'm seeing don't do all that crying.
I just care about you so
Shut your
much.
punk ass up.
That's why she's cheating.
Don't nobody want you.
I love you, Danny.
You're so sensitive.
All
Shut
right,
up.
coming up, thank you, CLO. Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll have some national news with Miss Ann and some entertainment news right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Carla, time for Carla's music news. What you got, girl?
All right, so we all know the legend, L.A. Reid, music producer from back in the day, Babyface, L.A. Reid, y'all know the duo. Well, he's trending after he pushed for a versus battle. He suggested this between, get this, Beyonce and Mariah Carey. So L.A. Reid, he was on the talk show The Real, and he said these two musical giants would be ideal opponents for the versus battle. Mariah Carey versus Beyonce. He said, bring that on. Come on, man. The fans, the hits. I don't know, guys. Divas.
That's two different styles, ain't it?
Exactly. That doesn't go together.
Styles and era, I
Yeah.
would think, too. I would think
go
it's
together.
two different eras, though. But I don't know. Who do you guys think who would win?
I
Steve?
mean, I would watch it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but
I can't imagine them doing it to begin with, because they're both so iconic,
right.
Yeah.
and both still very relevant. I don't know. And then I just can't imagine Mariah sitting there and staying composed
Because
without
meaning what do you
because
mean?
just knowing her personality. I don't know her like extremely well, but I've been around her enough times. I can't imagine she doesn't have that type of personality. Because when Beyonce starts throwing down some of them heaters,
Come on.
I mean, it's gonna register on Mariah's face a little bit too quick.
Crazy right now.
So she ain't gonna be able to play it off.
Right.
It'd be like that time we was backstage at the Apollo with the tribute to the Apollo was doing a tribute to Patti LaBelle, and Mariah was next to go out, and Prince walked in the back door. And Prince came up to me and said, Steve, I just want to go out and just do something real quick, man. I ain't going to stay. But the whole backstage was lit up. Prince walked in. Well, Mariah was next. Mariah looked and saw Prince and said, oh, Lord. Oh, wait a minute. Jesus, Prince is here. I need some more hair. I need some more makeup. I need some more sparkles. Go get my team. I mean, but it was Prince. I understood it.
Right, legend.
And
yeah.
So I can't imagine her sitting there, because Mariah's had some gigantic hits.
Yeah.
But
and
that
some people
Beyonce
say Beyonce,
came out
you know,
with some.
put some spec on Mariah's name, because Mariah, you know, like I said, to me, it's two different eras for them to battle. So, the styles are different. So, but those are two giants right there, just like L.A. Reid said. He's in the music business. So there you go. We'll see.
All right, L.A., if you think so.
I mean, I would definitely watch it, but I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. The culture will win again, for sure.
Yeah, and it's hard to choose between the two of them as well.
Yeah, we're having problems choosing right now.
Yeah. Right. All right, so for nearly 2 decades, Forbes magazine has ranked the world's most powerful women, speaking of women, based on female leadership among CEOs, politicians, media personalities, and entertainers. Oprah is the highest among the female entertainers at number 3. Then you got Rihanna at number 68, Beyonce, 76, Ava DuVernay at 80, and Serena Williams at 85. So we want to say congratulations to these powerful women.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, come on, Steve. Introduce your best friend.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Let's go.
Here he is, J. Anthony Brown.
You just got here.
No. You're going to do better than that. We've been friends for way too long. Put some sauce in that. Put some sauce on my name. Some sauce on my name.
Ladies and gentlemen,
thank you.
Without further ado, the living myth and legend, that damn J. Anthony the Brown.
Okay, can we just run that every week? Because I know I'm not going to be able to get you to
Say
do that
that.
every
You're not
damn
getting
week.
that ever again.
Again. Okay, yeah. Okay.
Hey, Dave,
okay.
save that, because that's it.
Dave, mark that and save that, okay? Because, all right, here we go. What's in the mind of yours truly, J. Anthony Brown? It is the holidays. I'm talking to the grandparents. I'm talking to the aunts, the uncles, the aunties, the older people who are buying gifts for these kids probably the very first time. Now, a lot of us will give cash. That's cool. And a lot of us don't know what to buy. I don't know what to buy, but I know what not to buy. I know what you shouldn't try to give a child, because they ain't going to want it. If your ass is wrapping up a yo-yo right now, stop what you're doing, okay? Stop it. Stop it. Don't nobody want a damn yo-yo, okay? Nobody wants that. If you went out and purchased a hula hoop with good intentions. A hula hoop. They're going to know what the hell it is
Right.
soon as you wrap that damn thing up, and they don't want it, okay? You can keep all these old-ass board games. Sorry, Monopoly, Operation. Don't nobody want them damn games, okay? Think about it. When the last time your ass played Monopoly? You ain't played it in a long damn time.
Got that kind
Why would you give it to the child? And here's something very important. Don't make a damn thing. Don't make any. If you're knitting, knit one, purl two, knit one, purl two, knit one. Stop knitting. Don't nobody want them thick ass, them mittens. Don't nobody want that thick ass sweater and that scarf around their neck and you get a cramp in your damn neck. Don't nobody want that. Stop knitting. Stop.
Right now.
Don't bake a damn thing to send. Those things don't hold up in the mail. And last but not least, if you're building a dollhouse, damn it, stop it. Stop right now. You built a 700-pound dollhouse. It ain't got no floors in it. The ceiling is like so high, all you got is stuff down on the bottom. The windows are way at the top. Don't no child want that. Stop building, okay? These are my holiday tips. Don't build a damn thing. This is a doghouse. That's what you're building, a damn doghouse. I'm done. I'm finished.
All right. Thank you, Jay. Merry Christmas. Coming up at 34 minutes after the hour. Tiger Woods is returning to the golf course next week. We'll talk about it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Junior, you have some contest information for us. What you got?
I sure do, Shirley. The Steve Harvey Morning Show and Walmart Family Mobile want to help you pay your holiday bills this year. Enter for a chance to win a high-end smartphone, 6 months of Walmart Family Mobile service, plus $2,500 cash. That's right, $2,500 cash. Enter and get rules at SteveHarveyFM.com. All thanks to Walmart Family Mobile. Get a Walmart Family Mobile unlimited plan starting less than $25 a month. Get all the info at SteveHarveyFM.com. There is your contest info, Shirley.
All right, thank you. I needed that, Junior. Moving on, Tiger Woods is planning to make his return to golf. This will be in a $1 million tournament. He's going to play with his son, Charlie. The duo will play at the PNC Championship at the Ritz-Carlton Golf Club in Orlando, Grand Lakes. That is next week. The tournament is December 16th through the 19th. I didn't even think he was ready yet, but wow. This will be the first time Tiger has competed on the course since he broke his leg in that car crash back in February of this year. Tiger has made huge strides in his recovery, and he's ready to compete. In a recent interview for Golf Digest, Tiger commented, "Although it's been a long and challenging year, I am very excited to close it out by competing in the PNC Championship with my son, Charlie. I'm playing as a dad and couldn't be more excited and proud." The PNC Championship is a 36-hole event that pits Tiger and his son against some of the biggest names in golf, including John Daly, Justin Thomas, and Bubba Watson. Tiger and Charlie competed in the event last year, finishing in 7th place. What you
So is this like a fun tournament?
Yeah.
It's kind of like up there with exhibition, something like that.
Yeah, kind of like the father-son thing.
Mm-hmm. It's $1 million.
These players play with most of these is pros playing with their dads.
Oh.
Tiger was the only one. The only one had his son out there.
Man, that is.
But his little boy
hit the ball.
act just like him.
Yeah.
Walk just like him. All the mannerisms, all the pictures of them standing next to the green. That boy right there, man. And that little dude can golf his ball. If I had his game right now, I'd be talking so much trash.
I think that's pretty cool, man. You get to play with your dad for $1 million in a tournament, man. That's cool.
Yeah.
Man, I'm mad at my dad. I got to talk to him.
What?
I'm going to talk to my daddy because what we played in was a free pickup game and lost that. I'm not understanding how his son get to play for $1 million and me and my dad lost a pickup basketball game for free.
Hold your man. That's good. It's gonna be good to watch Tiger swing the club, though. That's gonna be.
It is.
Your sons play, Steve? I know you and Tommy play together.
Winton
Play
does.
together in Dubai. Winton plays.
That boy has no fat on him. Jesus
Winton
Christ.
can, oof.
He got
Winton
his
can-
speed.
He got a hell of a swing, man.
Yeah, he do, man.
If he played more often, oof. But it's up to him. He's 24. He'll figure it out.
Yeah. And how's Tommy as a golfer? You guys played together in Dubai in
Terrible.
your tournament.
You know, man, we had a good time. We wasn't bad, though. You know, Tommy hit some good shots. Then he hit some stuff you couldn't believe. I hit some good shots. Then I hit some stuff you couldn't believe. You know, I didn't play well that day.
That doggone Ahmad
second
Rashad
place.
was hitting that ball, man.
And he was on your
Yeah,
team
we took
too,
second
right?
place because of Ahmad Rashad.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he kept us in it, boy.
He kept us in it.
You know, Tommy made some critical putts on the green. You know, I made some good chips from around the green that kept us in it. I made a couple of good putts. They only took one of my drives. You know, that's because everybody else was out of bounds.
As long as y'all stayed in bounds, we had a good shot at it.
Well, you know that you want to play the nicest shot. So you know, I had a couple shots that they took and kept, but it was interesting, man. It was. We had a fun day, man. I enjoyed.
Who was
it.
that one again, huh?
Akon and
Akon and Young Jeezy.
And that was his first
Boy.
time ever playing, right? All right. All right, we're moving on. Coming up next, it is the nephew and the prank phone call for today, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today. The subject, this makes me laugh for some reason. I don't like his features. Okay, I don't like his features.
here we go.
This is not about you.
Yeah, well, I'm the only one who seem to have heard that one before. So. Sounds so familiar to me.
All right, well, we'll get into that in just a bit. But right now, it is time for the nephew and the prank phone call. What you got for us, Neff?
Well, before I give you the title, I just want to ask everybody, have you ever left your drawer? Have you ever done it?
Yes.
Man,
Okay.
you say everybody.
Junior, you ever left your drawer?
Boy, let's not bring that up. They might be listening.
Uncle Steve, have you ever?
I'm pretty sure they're not listening. Yes, I've yes, twice, more than once, on
Did
purpose.
he answer quietly?
Yes,
Did you leave in a rush?
On purpose. I've left in a rush. I've left them on purpose. I've left them because don't nobody need to see this. Yeah.
He got a lot of reasons.
I took some drawers off and threw them out the window one time on the way home.
Now, ladies, I can't ask ladies this. I'm trying to remember employee-wise what you can and can't do. Never mind. Let's just run the damn prank. I'm sorry. Let's just run the prank. The title is He Left His Drawer. Cat dog, if you would. Drawers up. Let's go.
Hello? Yes, Mr.
Yes.
Hey, this is the doorman, Mark, of your building.
Okay.
I have a Mr. in here who is trying to get buzzed up to your unit. Are you at home right now, sir?
No, sir. I'm not. A who?
Yeah, a Mr. What did you say? I'm sorry. What did you say again? Mr. And he wants to be buzzed up. Supposedly, he left some articles in the room or in your unit a couple days ago.
I was out of town a couple of days ago. What day are we talking about?
So what days was you actually in? He said Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
He was there all 3 days? You guys let him into my apartment for 3 days? He was in my place for 3 days?
Mr. We don't let anybody in unless someone in the unit allows them to be buzzed up. That's the rules here of the building. So we definitely didn't do anything out of character.
So who let him in? Who buzzed him in then?
Sir, I hate to say it, but I'm assuming your wife must have buzzed him up.
What you mean? My wife was not there 3 days ago. She was on a business trip. She was not at the apartment 3 days ago.
No, sir, your wife was here. I've actually seen your wife come in and out.
Okay, the dude is there right now.
He's downstairs. He's here right now with me, sir.
What did he leave in my place?
Okay, 1 second, Mr. Hang on. What did you actually leave in Mr. Part? Pair of pants, underwear, and what else? He says he left a pair of pants, some underwear, and a toothbrush, sir. Mr.
Hill, he's there right now.
Let me talk to him. Put him on the phone. Let me talk to him.
You know what, Mr. Right now, with listening to you and I rate the way you sound, I don't want to put this guy on the phone.
Mark, if you want to keep your job at the building, you go put him on the phone now.
Mr. Sir,
Yeah.
sir, Mr. He's actually leaving out of the building now. He's
No. What the would you let him
walking.
leave?
He's walking. I don't know.
I asked you to put him on the phone. What is your problem? You got video surveillance, right? You got video footage of everybody that comes in and out of the building, right?
Yes, sir. But you know, if nothing occurs, I think we should have footage that goes back at least 2 weeks. So we should be able to pull some things up for you, sir.
Yeah, I'm going to need you to get that, and I need it sent over to me right now. I'm at my work email. I need it today. Because this is some y'all let some my apartment, and this is some
hang on,
Mr. Like, what kind of nincompoop are you? What kind of imbecile are you?
Hey, sir, Mr. Hang on a second.
What?
All right, well, please hear me out, sir. Hear me out. We haven't just let someone in. Someone in your unit buzzed someone up. We didn't just let anyone up. Now, I know you don't want to hear it, but I'm assuming your wife buzzed this guy just up. We didn't do that.
You shut up and get me what I asked you for, and then we're done, okay?
Well, you know, you're saying I have a problem. Maybe you have a problem pleasing your wife, and that's why she's buzzing other people up.
You go to think you're talking to me like that, you punk.
Sir, you're respectful to me as well, sir.
No. The disrespectful is you coming and letting people come up in my building that you know is not.
I haven't let anybody up here. I can't stop your wife from doing what she's doing.
You let somebody in my building, in my apartment. You're taking
out on me what you should be saying to your wife. Somebody that's got to dress up all the time and always buzzing somebody up to the room when you're gone. That's what you need to be concerned about.
Mr. Doorman. Mr. You. You know what? I'm the only around here busting my take care of down there. I'm over here working right now to pay for that so that your got a job.
Well, you might be handling your there, but evidently you're not handling your business at home. That's why she keep buzzing people up, sir.
You know what? Well, the business I'm going to handle when I get home today is your mother. How about that, Mr. Doorman? Mr. Doorman.
Your wife has been, sir, you're going to quit calling me the doorman, okay?
You are the doorman. What's your mother position? Huh? What the you do for a living?
I'm a doorman.
Doors. And thank you, Mr. Doorman. Matter of fact, I'm going to stop calling you Mr. Doorman because that's giving you too much respect.
Okay. If you stop Tommy from going up to your room, you'll be fine.
Who the Tommy?
Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Your wife got me to prank phone call you.
Y'all crazy. Y'all about to get. Oh, y'all got me in my job cussing. Oh, man, this is not cool, man. You don't know the that was going through my head. She was about to get it. Everybody was about to get it.
Hey, man, I gotta ask you, man. What is the baddest, and I mean the baddest, radio show in the land?
Man, gotta be the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Got to be. Got to be. And who is the most ignorant on that show? Got to be me. Yes.
Facts.
How'd y'all feel about that?
All facts.
Okay. Mr. Doorman. Okay.
Excuse me. Let me ask you a question. Am I back in time for the praise and worship service?
Yes, you are.
I say it's time.
Right
yes,
on time,
you are.
baby. Right on time.
Right on cue. Right on cue.
Right here.
He's the greatest of all time.
Come on, boy.
He's the greatest of all time.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, you thought what you think, but you know he's the king of pranks. And I know he's the greatest of all time.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. All right.
Love it.
And the greatest of all time is hooking up with some of the greatest, far greater than me. New Year's Eve, it's New Year's Comedy Laugh Fest. Earthquake, Eddie Griffin, Cedric the Entertainer, D.L. Hughley, and hosted by yours truly, Nephew Tommy. It jumps off Chicago, Illinois, December the 30th, baby. You do not want to miss it. Washington, D.C. on the 1st, Atlanta, Georgia on January 2nd. Tickets available at all Ticketmaster outlets, or you can go to the box office, any one of these arenas, and get yourself some tickets to watch ignorance at its best. Did you hear that lineup? Eddie Griffin, D.L. Hughley, Earthquake, Cedric the Entertainer, hosted by the fool, the prank master himself, Nephew Tommy. Oh, my God. I'm in beast mode, baby. Yeah, I am. Mm-hmm.
A continuation.
That's what it is.
Praise
I was just waiting.
and
praise
I
and
wasn't
worship.
gonna say nothing. I
I'm
was
in
gonna let
beast
you
mode,
go.
baby. I'm in beast mode, baby. Give it to me.
Show right, man. You is, boy.
All right, nephew.
What? Did I say something wrong, Shirley?
Coming up next, Strawberry Letter. The subject is, I don't like his features, and it's not about Steve. And we'll get back into it. We'll get into it right after this.
Razor cut.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, it's time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now. And you never know, it could be yours.
It could be yours. Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is, the Strawberry Letter.
All right, thank you, nephew. Subject, I don't like his features. Okay? Dear Steve and Shirley, I'm a 41-year-old beautiful woman with a lot going for myself. I modeled underwear when I was in my 20s, and I still have the body to prove it. When I usually meet men, it's because they comment on my body or my looks. I finally met this great guy that isn't shallow, and he's taking his time to get to know me. He's 44 years old, and he's 6'4" with big brown eyes. He's not my usual type because he's not that handsome. But I decided to try something different. Kissing him at first was awkward because he has a long, pointed nose, but I learned how to work around it. We discussed hygiene early on, and he must have heard me loud and clear because he started to groom his beard and his mustache better. He wears baggy sweats a lot, and when he's out and about. When we go out, he's in jeans and a long button front shirt. I told him he dresses like a teenager, and he said that I could not change everything about him, so I let it go. Then I realized why he dresses like that, and I was disgusted. After 6 months of dating, we went on an anniversary trip, and I decided this was the perfect time to have sex for the first time. I had never seen him with his shirt off or anything. When he took off his baggy sweats, all I saw was hips and a big booty. He has a six-pack, a small waist, and hips curvier than mine. I could tell he was ashamed, so I tried to act like it wasn't a big deal. It was so hard to be intimate with him, and he could tell that my vibe was off. The facial features are fine, but the hips and booty sent me over the edge. I already know that my girls are going to flip out if they find out. I know nobody's perfect, but this is a lot. Would I be shallow to dump him because of his features? Well, it is shallow. It is a bit shallow for you to do that. I mean, but we all like what we like, and obviously we don't like what we don't like, and you don't like hips and a butt on a man. And that does sound a little shallow. It is what you like, though, because first you're talking about how beautiful you are and how your body is great and how the men, talk about your body and your looks and all of that. And then you talk about how unattractive he is, or he's not your type because he's not handsome. Well, that's okay. It's just that if this is a good guy who treats you well, he's clean, he's smart, he's kind, don't throw him out just because you don't like his hips and butt. I don't know. And you're right. Men aren't supposed to have hips and butt. We are, but there are exceptions to every rule. I mean, is he a good guy? Does he treat you well? How does he make you feel? All of that, do you see a future with him? Then, you decide if you want to stay with him. If you absolutely can't deal with this man and these curvy hips and this butt, then you got to move on. That's just it. You got to move on. What can I tell you? If you don't like him, get out of there. Steve?
Yeah, you gotta move on. You gotta just say hips and butt. Shirley,
what?
You sounded totally uncomfortable dealing with this letter because you don't like to hurt and insult people. And I've known that about you for years, a wonderful, kind characteristic that you have.
And you don't either.
I, on the other hand, ain't got no problem with either one of those. So now I have to ask you a couple of questions about this letter because I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
When a woman says a man has hips, exactly what does she mean by that?
You know how a woman has hips? How a woman is
No, I
curvy?
don't. Explain it to me.
A woman has a small waistline. She has that silhouette, small waist and curvy hips.
Yeah, Coke bottle.
Huh?
Yeah.
Coca-Cola bottle.
Yeah, Coke bottle
Right.
figure,
Yeah.
right. Well, that's kind of what she's saying about him. He has curvy hips and a big butt. That's what she says.
He got a flat stomach and a six-pack.
And a small waist.
But he got curvy hips and a big butt.
She said, yeah, they're curvier than hers, his hips.
All right, I got it. Let's go with the letter. Here I go. Just needed some clarity on it. All right, here we go. Now, this 41-year-old beautiful woman got a lot going on. Used to be an underwear model. She fine. Let's just get that out the way. She fine. She 41. She's still fine. Got it. Want it. Believe it. All that. Now, you meet men, they talk about your looks and your beauty. I believe that. The lady ain't lying. But she been taking this time to get this guy that's really trying to get to know her. He's 44, 6'4", big brown eyes, you know what I'm saying? But he's usually not that type. Now, let's go back to the title of the letter. I don't like his features. I was told in the 9th grade by Annette Bills the reason she wasn't going to the junior prom with me was because she didn't like my facial features. That scarred me deeply for a large portion of my life. And as you can tell, it still comes back every now and then. So initially, with the sound of this letter, I was immediately defensive because, here this heifer done found her way to my radio show now. Now, she still ain't liking me and facial features. I thought it was Annette Bibbs that wrote this letter, what it could be, because she was fine then. She might still be fine. Anyway, I'm talking this low-down heifer done found her way to my radio show to remind me again. Oh, Lord.
Hang on. Part 2 of your response coming up at 23 minutes after the hour. Today's Strawberry Letter subject, I don't like his features. We'll get into it, back into it, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, come on. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter subject, I don't like his features.
All right, this fine chick used to be an underwear model in her 20s. She's 41. She's still banging. A lot of men compliment, I believe, all that. But she ain't really been having no luck. Men just want her for what she looks like. And this one guy she met finally took the time to get to know her. He's 44, 6'4", big brown eyes, not your usual type because he's not that handsome. I was trying to relate to the fact that this letter was originally about me, I thought, because a woman told me she didn't like my facial features one time. But this letter, she don't like his features, which hurt me because I was never going to change how I look because we didn't have money for reconstructive surgery back in the days, and we didn't even know what it was back then. So I was pretty much stuck like Chuck. So I've had to deal with that ongoing. And now just bringing it up to the fact that there's 3 of us men on this show fit into this category, except for Tommy. Tommy seems to think that he is handsome. And I just wanted to finally point out to Tommy, you're handsome if you were, like, as in hamster handsome, or gerbil.
Now you compare me to a rat? Are you serious?
Jimmy the Cricket handsome. The turtle on the wax commercial.
Shirley, Carla, Mississippi. Somebody jump in here.
No. They laughing.
Ain't nobody coming.
Yeah, Carla say because she's in agreement with
somebody jump in here.
Mississippi. They jumped. They jumped in. They're involved. But anyway, it was kind of awkward kissing him because he has a long pointed nose. But I learned how to work around it. We discussed hygiene early and must have heard me loud and clear. He started grooming his beard and his mustache better. He wears baggy sweats a lot when we out and about. When we go out, he's in jeans with a long button front shirt. Then you told the lady told him dressed like a teenager. He said he couldn't change everything about him. All right? So I let it go. Then I realized why he dressed like that, and I was discussing. 6 months of dating, they went on an anniversary trip, and she decided it's the perfect time to have some sex with this man. Well, she had never seen him with his shirt off or anything, and then when he took off his baggy sweats, all I saw was hips and a big booty. Now, he had a six-pack, small waist, hips curvier than mine. I could tell he was ashamed, so I tried to act like it wasn't a big deal. Now, Shirley explained to me what they mean by hips. That means a Coca-Cola bottle type shape, where a woman has a small waist and then the hips go out. I've never seen a man like this. I've seen a man the other way, turn that upside down, big ass stomach, little bitty ass booty. I've seen that on a man right there. Look like a sugar cone with a double scoop of ice cream on it. I've seen that look
so
right
stupid.
there. I've seen fat ass men try to wear skinny jeans when they wasn't skinny. I've seen that. So I am very familiar with that right there. You lost all of us on the show with that. He's got a six-pack, small waist and hips curvier than mine. I've never seen that, so I don't know how to address that. I could tell he was ashamed, so I tried to act like it wasn't a big deal. It was so hard to be intimate with him. He could tell my vibe was off. I would imagine, because, you want to rub your man while he on you, but then you rub down there, and he got more booty than you got.
Yeah.
Got nice little shape. And I don't know how you starting to feel back there, because both of y'all rubbing on the same thing, and I'm starting to trying to figure out how that's working for you. I don't know why it is. You ain't run across no love handle or nothing. You ain't run across no love handle just smooth, and all of a sudden he just curved out on you. Right.
Bam.
Like he got a fixer flat booty. Like he done been in line down in Atlanta and got it pumped up. High pressure. Anyway. She say the facial features are fine, but the hips and booty sent me over the edge. I already know your girl's gonna flip out if they find out. I know nobody's perfect, but I know this is a lot. Would I be shallow to dump him because of his features? Well, let's talk about this for a minute. Because the very reason that most men want you are simply because of your features. Here's a man who took the time to get to know you a little bit better, and now you got some features about him you don't care for. Now, let's just admit something about myself, young lady. You're 41. You're into looks, very much so, and as are most people. That's not a knock. But you into looks. You into how you look. You into how they look, what they think. And so what's going to happen is, because of peer pressure and your requirement for looks, you're going to dump him. That's what you're going to do. That's what you're going to do. And you could miss out on a really great man. Now, we could do some things to offset this here.
You can't get rid of that ass.
What?
You don't have to.
What?
Okay.
But his ass, instead of going to the gym, got to go to the buffet.
To the
Oh, we got to fatten it up?
Oh.
Yeah, you got to get rid of that damn six-pack, dog.
Even it out.
You need a gut.
Balance.
You need some damn love handles. That's what you need. Now, I don't normally recommend this, but your ass got to get to the buffet. Because you got to sit there and you got to invest some time. Stop all this crunches and all this mess you doing at the gym. We ain't doing that no more. We going in here, we're going to get rid of this six-pack. We're going to get you a grown-ass man stomach and go on and work with it.
Grown-ass
Save
man
your
stomach.
relationship.
All right.
Grown-ass man stomach.
Leave us your comments on today's Strawberry Letter on Instagram at Steve Harvey FM and Facebook. Check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on demand as well. Coming up next, it is Junior and Sports Talk right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, come on, Junior. Time for you and sports talk. What you got?
Yeah, with my man Pimpin at his Pimpin's Picks.
Here I go all the way from Dubai. You know how pimping you got to be to make a football pick in Dubai, and you can't even watch football? Man, I ain't been keeping up. I've been gone so long. What you want?
All right, here we go, Pimpin. Jaguars versus the Titans. This ain't hard.
Jaguars.
Okay.
Surprise, upset victory.
Yeah. Raiders versus the Chiefs, Pimpin.
Chiefs.
All right. Okay. Saints versus the Jets.
Another shocker, Jets.
That's 2 in 1 week, Pimpin.
Yeah, I'm picking all shockers, man. I ain't playing with y'all.
Cowboys versus the Washington football team. This is going to be a good one.
Oh, man. Cowboys.
Yes, sir. Falcons versus the Panthers.
Panthers.
Okay.
Whoa.
All shockers, baby.
All shockers, okay. Seahawks versus the Texans. Come on, Pimpin.
Seahawks. We ain't that shocked.
Come on.
Yeah, you know that. Stop.
Lions versus the Broncos, Pimp.
2 in a row for Detroit. Come on, Lions.
There we go. New York Giants versus the Los Angeles Chargers.
Chargers.
Yes, sir. Okay. 49ers versus the Bengals.
Oh, man, you know what? The Bengals been balling, man. And they in a division with the Browns, so I normally pull against them. But you know what? Another shocker. Bengals.
Okay.
Whoa.
All right. Bills versus the Buccaneers.
Oh, man, that's going to be a game. Tom Brady and the Buccaneers.
Yeah, it's hard to bet against him. The Bears versus the Packers, Pimpin. It's a rival.
Packers.
I know
Sorry.
that's right. Rams versus the Cardinals.
Cardinals.
All right, Pimpin, and here your team is, man. The Browns versus the Ravens. Go and give it to them.
Ravens.
Wait a minute, Pimpin. Hold up. I said the Browns versus the Ravens.
Oh, you
We
done
can't
pimped
beat
out.
them, dog.
What happened?
Pimping ain't easy, but somebody got to do it, man. I got to be real, right? We got Lamar versus Baker. You do the math.
Man,
Okay.
that's the shocker right there.
I ain't seen you
Yeah,
like this
man,
before.
I told you, I'm in for shocking, man. I'm in Dubai. I ain't got time. I'm telling the truth. I'm too far away from home to lie, man. I ain't got no time for this right here. I'm telling you the truth.
It's our picks for the week.
All right. Thank you,
Shocked
Junior.
us.
Thank you, Pimpin. Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll play a round of Would You Rather with the guys right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Here we go, guys, with a round of Would You Rather. Would you rather live in a mansion by a volcano, or would you rather live in a tiny house, have a nice, beautiful view of the ocean, be able to go take a dip
I'm
whenever?
gonna deal with that.
Oh, wait. Live what now?
Live in a mansion by a volcano, or live in a tiny house by the ocean with gorgeous views.
I'm gonna deal with
Water
that volcano.
Okay.
If it erupt, I'm out. But I'm gonna ride it out. That's better than a damn tiny ass house.
I'm not living in a tiny house.
You're in a tiny house, Jay?
I'm not doing a tiny
When I
house.
walk
I'm not
out the
a tiny
bathroom,
house.
I'm in the kitchen. Man, please.
No, you're going to be in the bathroom and the kitchen at the same damn time. You ain't walking nowhere. You ain't walking.
Yeah. You're going to be in there turning.
Junior?
Oh, I'm gonna go with the mansion by the volcano. That's what I'm doing.
All right. All right. Would you rather fight Mike Tyson
B.
or ride a bull in the Texas rodeo?
I'm gonna ride that bull.
B. I'll
I'm
go
gonna
with
ride
B.
the hell out that
Yeah.
bull.
You
And
can
gonna
ride
go
the
8 seconds too. Watch me.
No, I'm not going to make 8 seconds.
I'm gonna make the 8
I'm
because
not
I'm
fighting
scared.
Mike.
As soon as
I'm
they
not
open the
fighting
gate, they're going to flip my ass back in the chute. I'm going to fall
'Cause you
on the
never-
cowboy that opened the gate.
You never know when Mike's going to go back into biting mode. You never know. You know, he'll
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even if he don't, Jay, one lick,
yeah.
and that's it.
Yeah.
It's lights out.
Yeah, I'm gonna do, yeah.
Okay. Even Mike Tyson
Yeah.
today still got it like that. Okay.
Yes.
What? Would you rather spend a week in Vegas, or
Hey.
would you rather spend a week in Brazil during Carnival?
Hell yeah.
Say that again
Brazil.
now.
Would you rather spend a week in Vegas, or would you rather spend a week in Brazil during Carnival?
We got to go to
Brazil,
Carnival,
man.
Jay.
You got to do it, man.
I'm
Steve,
going to. I'm
Steve,
going
you
to
want to be in
Oh
Vegas?
my God.
I'm going to
going to
Brazil.
Vegas.
No, there's no way I'm going to hell.
That's why I chose.
I'm too old for this conversation.
I'm on the backside of
I'm
my
going
life.
to
Y'all
Vegas.
gonna miss out on Brazil?
Hey man, I'm trying
Yes.
to get in. I'm going to get in. I'm trying to get myself in.
Is that where
I'm
the
not trying.
where the Jesus is spread out on the mountain in Brazil?
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
well,
going to
you-
Brazil
you-
because
yeah,
you can look
yeah.
at that.
Yeah.
You can look at that and then look up at the Jesus, and all sins are forgiven. So
Yeah,
I'm going to
we can
Brazil.
repent.
You got a plan.
Tell him, Jay, we can
Work it out,
repent.
Jay.
Thank you. though.
All right.
ain't
Would
missing
you
Brazil.
would you rather skip a haircut for 3 months, or would you rather
I
skip
don't
a
even know why
shower
that's in
for
there,
3
Shirley.
months?
Shirley,
Huh?
I don't know why that question is in there. Why is that one in there?
Well, you got-
We ain't got
no
no hair.
We ain't got
But you got to
no-
groom yourself. You do shave your head. Hair
Okay.
still grows on your head.
Okay.
I'll skip the haircut. I'm not missing them showers. You already know that.
3 months?
3 months.
3 months.
Yeah.
No,
90
I'm not
days?
missing the shower for 3
Well,
months.
what is your
I'm not
head
gonna
going to
miss the
look
shower.
like in 3 months without shaving?
No,
I don't care.
I'm
Give
not.
a damn.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm
I'm gonna be fresh.
gonna have that old. I'm gonna have
be
that ring
clean.
around that old man look. That's what I'm gonna have. But I'm gonna be smelling good, and I'm gonna keep my cap on.
Yeah.
Dang.
Once I
That's-
take this cap off with that ring around, the whole mood,
Yeah.
the love mood's gonna change. It's just gonna complete.
You gonna look like a Tibet monk.
Oh my God!
I don't want
Yeah.
a picture of us looking like this, though. That's what I don't want.
No, we don't need that look.
Okay,
we don't
well,
need
don't,
that.
don't come to work. All right. Would you rather have your own Gulfstream G550 jet
Hey,
or a 400-foot yacht?
Give me that yacht.
Ooh.
Damn yacht. Give me that
Give
yacht.
me that yacht.
That yacht.
hey. First of all, let me
Okay,
explain
the
something,
stuff-
y'all.
Go
I
ahead.
can't
Ah,
afford
hey,
the
okay.
gas.
You all have no idea what you just asked for. The cost, the maintenance cost. Y'all don't understand, sir. No, give me that.
But,
Give
yeah,
me that.
I'm with
jet.
you because the freakiness you can do on that yacht does
Yeah.
not compare
Yeah.
to that plane.
We're
at
not
all.
even moving
I
the
mean,
Mile
boat.
High Club.
You can
All
can
right,
get
thanks,
so
guys.
freaky on that yacht.
Coming up, we'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show at 20 minutes after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, the stars were out for Virgil Abloh's memorial service this week. The Louis Vuitton and Off-White designer died on November 28th at the age of 41 after a private 2-year battle with cardiac angiosarcoma. That's a rare and aggressive cancer. Abloh was honored at the Museum of Contemporary Art in Chicago. Kanye West, Kim Kardashian, Drake, and Rihanna were some of the celebrities that were present. Visibly shaken and emotional, Lauryn Hill gave a live performance. Both Louis Vuitton and Off-White have since turned its stores into memorial grounds for Abloh, filled with flowers and notes from fans. He will be missed for sure.
Oh, yeah.
So sad. Yeah.
Very
I
sad.
know Lauryn.
Great designer, man. Great designer.
Amazing design.
Wish I had
That- the-
stayed in that field, boy.
The red outfit you wore earlier, Steve, that Ellie style, that was a tribute to Virgil Abloh, right?
Yeah, according to Ellie. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's trending.
I mean,
That's really, really
You
sad.
look great in that. Yeah.
Hey, did you see
Hey, can I
Jay's
say
picture?
something?
Jay had a fly picture on Instagram with the hat and the timber. Did y'all see Jay's picture?
Yes, I did.
Let me tell you something about that picture, Tommy. I did that picture in Atlanta. It didn't go well in L.A. with all that red on. Not at all. I had some problems.
That was a good
We'll
pic.
have more of the Steve. We'll leave it right there. Leave it right there.
Yeah,
we'll
leave it
have more
right there. Right.
of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up at 33 minutes after, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, the plumber that found that money in the wall of Joel Osteen's Lakewood Church in the bathroom
How much
remember that? He found over $600,000 earlier this week. Well, guess what? He's going to get a reward. He's going to get a reward. $20,000.
What?
He found 600. He's going to get 20,000.
You can't get more than the Lord in the Lord house now.
He should have just took that damn money home. I told y'all.
That's what a lot of people said. Yeah.
Man, the Lord required 10%. 20,000 pretty cool. I don't care what you.
Well, like
you know
I
what
said
you're gonna hear Sunday.
I'll say it again. I say it again. That's why Joel Osteen didn't open them doors. He didn't want to get that money in the wall wet. So
this is my money.
This is my money.
It all belongs
I can
to
do what
me.
I want with this money.
Well,
and that's not a lot of money for a plumber. Can make $20,000 in a day. That's really not enough money. That's really not.
Well,
That's
but
not
if you
fair.
pull 600 out of the wall, you're not gonna keep that.
What
I'm keeping it all.
Yeah.
They don't. No one would know that money was in there. I'm
Oh
gonna
no
get
no
real
no no!
stupid.
That's not even a discussion we having.
Okay.
That money gets out that wall. That money will never see a bank.
Yeah.
What you mean? Well, I'm gonna take it home. It's gonna be in my wall.
Matter of fact, whatever I was doing plumbing wise, whatever I was fixing, I'm not even fixing
Not
that.
doing that
I'm
no
just
more.
out.
Not doing that no more. Now I'm gonna say I found $1,000 in the wall. Do you know anything about it? That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say that I
I'm
was
not
in
saying
the wall
nothing about
I'm not
no
saying
money and no
nothing.
wall.
Right.
Why are we talking about this? I'm putting that money in this plumber sack. I'm going in my truck. I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna tell them, hey, listen, I'll open the wall. I can't work here no more. I got COVID. I got to go home. Quarantine right now.
Truth be told,
I'm gonna be at the house counting this money because I don't know how much it is yet, but it look like a lot.
I say we go over there and bust some more walls down. It might be some more.
Yeah, I'm with you, Tommy, because there's got to be more walls with more money in it. I'm with you. Yeah, yeah.
Well, don't tell, because all you'll get is 20 grand. It was money and checks, by the way. It was checks.
Oh,
And
we
the
get that
reward-
cash.
Always just checks.
It was money and checks.
No, it was money and checks.
I don't know how to cash them checks, don't you?
No.
Not that long.
Yeah,
I'm not playing with
not
them checks,
more.
Tommy. I'm not doing them checks. No.
Oh, I do know how to do it,
Checks.
but not anymore.
No, we not.
Now
I'm
we're
not
money
doing
laundering.
checks nowhere. That was an interesting
Well, you
time
don't
in my
look
life.
like Miss Sarah. You don't look like Miss Sarah Jackson. Well, I am. That's who I am. Damn it, cash the check.
All right, guys, coming up, it is the last break of the day, and we'll have some closing remarks from the one and only Steve Harvey at 49 minutes after, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, here we are, our last break of the day on this Friday. Whew, countdown to Christmas.
When I tell you today went by fast, when I tell you today was like the fastest day. Now, I've done this for quite some time.
Yeah.
But today was
Can't
real
get any
fast.
faster than this, yeah.
Like a blur. It was like a blur, Steve. You know, you come in and but it was hard work now, don't get me wrong. It was hard work, but fast it was. Anyway, I'd like to do a shout out for a good friend of mine who passed away over the weekend by the name of Mr. D. Militant. Comedian, author, very funny guy, passed away at the age, I think he's about maybe 54. He had a little battle with cancer, and he's truly going to be missed. Played the club a couple times. Good brother. We're going to miss you, Mr. D.
Been in the business
Militant.
a long time.
Been in the business
Good
for
dude.
quite a while, yes. Good dude, real good dude, yes.
Yeah,
All right,
our
that's it.
condolences, for sure.
Yep, condolences to the family.
Thank you, Jay. And Steve, we want to shout out Ellie again, your stylist, Ellie Caramo. Ellie is nominated. Jay, you didn't hear us when we were talking about this yesterday. Ellie is nominated for Fashion Stylist of the Year. Fashion Stylist of the Year on fashionbombdaily.com. So if you want to vote for Ellie, and we certainly hope you do, he deserves
He got my
it.
vote.
Yeah,
Got
go to
my vote. I love it.
fashionbombdaily.com. Scroll
Yeah,
down
I think
and
it
vote
would
for
be
Ellie.
really nice for him, man. Everybody go to fashiondaily.com.
Fashionbombdaily.com.
Bomb Daily. Fashionbombdaily.com and vote for Ellie. That would be a real nice touch, man. I think he's done a great job.
Yeah. And then
Hard
one
work.
day, what would be really nice is if everybody on the show get one of them colors that we could all have a color on, and we wouldn't be playing like we are now. Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah, well, you got color money for sure, so you can probably make that.
I'm
happen.
gonna get the colors. I'm gonna get the color that don't cost as much, but I'm gonna have the color. I want the color.
You don't have a problem with color, sir. Not you.
There they go.
The day I met you, you was making sunshine yellow pants.
Matching pants.
Hey, it's a toe.
I didn't know how to make pockets, and so, but I worked on that. And I didn't know.
Where'd
how to
you
make
put your
zippers.
money at, Jay? How did you?
In my hand, damn it! It was in my hand. That's what the hell it was.
Yeah. Always somebody that can't make a pants. So I ain't make no pocket in my hand.
Go ahead, Steve. Go ahead.
Same place I had my chapstick, my credit card. Boy, let me tell you something, man. I had a credit card from Fifth Third Bank. This is my first credit card I ever had. And I was in Baltimore, man. I stuck it in the machine. I just wanted to get $40 so I could get some gas. Boy, they kept that card. That machine kept the card. I didn't know how it worked. So I spent the night. I was homeless anyway. I spent the night in front of the teller machine till the bank opened, and went in and asked them to open the machine and just hand me my card. Just give it back to me. I don't want the 40. Y'all can keep the 40 out your ATM machine. Just give me my card back. That lady said, sir, that is not how this works. I said, well, I've been sitting out in this parking lot all night long, so I got to get a card. You don't understand. It's my only hope of getting back home. It's my only hope of getting back out of here. They didn't give it to me. I learned a valuable lesson. What? I know one thing. Every time I saw a Fifth Third Bank, I had chills and I went through something. It took me a long time to look at Fifth Third. I've talked about them in my shows and everything. They can close Fifth Third for all I care.
I know that feeling, Steve. I had to pay for a car in divorce. I'm not going to say what kind of car it was, but whoever owned that car, when I would see it, I'd spit on that car. I don't care whose it was. I would spit right on that damn car because I had to pay for the car. And so I had no love for that car. So if you came out and saw spit on your car, that was me. I apologize. I feel better now.
Alrighty then.
I can't apologize.
Oversharing.
Yeah, I can't apologize on this radio show for the things I've done and ask, because our show would then be a show of purely confessions. We would have to remove all pranks, strawberry letters, and everything else to devote the time that I need to apologize for the things I've done wrong. So I'm not even going to begin. Just know that the Lord has forgiven me. Yeah. And that's all that's needed. Yeah.
I'm with you. I'm a changed man now.
People may not forgive, but God does, and that's the one. I'm going with that one right there because that's critical. I do want to apologize to Mr. Moore, delicatessen that was down the street from me. I've never said this on the radio or anything before, but I've probably stolen thousands of dollars worth of stuff from his store, and I wanted to apologize to Mr. Moore.
You really want to say that?
Yeah, I said that. Yeah, I was 8, so yeah, I'm way past statute of limitations because I was 8, and Mr. Moore is gone too, so he's no longer with us. So this would be appropriate time.
That's appropriate time to apologize. Huh?
Thousands of dollars of stuff since I was 8 years old.
Never gonna be president.
Hops, Hostess pies, potato chips, candy canes.
Anyway, your list.
Red ham. I stole a quart of buttermilk one time.
Why? Reel it in.
I don't know. The case was open. I thought I was grabbing eggnog and grabbing damn buttermilk.
All has changed now, Steve. You are a judge, and no one can judge you for the things you did when you were young. So how about that?
Yeah, if he doesn't
That's
tell
exactly right. Thank you all. Have a great weekend, everybody. We love you. I'll talk to you soon. I'll be doing Miss Universe live on Fox on Sunday night, which will be a big one. So I'll be doing a lot of traveling. When I get back out of the air and back on the ground in the States, I'll be back on the radio. Got love for you.
Get them names right.
And the winner is.
And the winner is.
We
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.